Joining us now, someone who knows a bit about Hollywood, actor Rob Schneider, one of the rare members of Hollywood supporting Donald Trump. Rob, good to
Yes,
see you.
first of all, I'm insulted that anybody would think that what celebrities say doesn't work. I mean,
You
why
were
would
critical.
they put us in commercials?
You were critical.
Why would they?
My understanding is you were the reason Trump won. That is the most unspoken factor in this election, the Schneider factor.
I mean, for me to wake up 2 days after Trump, the most spectacular comeback in history, and to find out that I was completely insignificant and had nothing to do with it, it hurts deeply. I'm upset. First of all, I mean, I think that yelling at people and trying to make them feel bad, I think celebrities, like Oprah, if you can't tell people that they're bad people, and if you can't tell Black Americans like Obama did, you don't like women. Are you saying that doesn't work?
So,
I don't know.
Let me ask you, what do you make more broadly, on a more serious note, of the quote-unquote celebrity endorsement? Putting aside the people who actually are getting out there and doing the work in the field. I just mean the folks who are holding big events, you know, Beyonce helping Harris get whatever it was, 25, 30,000 people there.
Well, I mean, first of all, Beyonce didn't sing. She's
Right.
supposed to sing that day.
Right.
That's a biggie. No, in all honesty, you know, it's hard. I mean, because I saw Jimmy Kimmel crying the other night, and you know, it's like, hi, Jimmy, I'm wheezy. I'm the guy that you said shouldn't be, the unvaccinated guy that you said shouldn't be helped in the hospital. I mean, so at a certain point, you know, Americans look at this and go, these people don't relate to me.
Well, that's the bigger issue, I think, right? Is the fact that these are wealthy people who...
Yeah, I mean, Oprah flies private, and if 26%, if groceries go up 26%, they're not like a family of four or five, where the mother and father are having to choose between this week paying for gas or getting groceries,
Yep.
and then having to drive their kids to work and then going to work. I mean, let's be honest. If an avocado goes up to $5,000 an avocado, Oprah and Jimmy Kimmel are just going to have $5,000 guacamole.
Right.
It doesn't affect them, but policy does. I mean, the thing about the rich celebrities, and in all honesty, I mean, and these people I've met, and they're genuinely nice people, but I will say that they are able to afford to be immune to the policies, democratic policies that you know detrimentally affect people who don't live in gated communities, people who are in border states, and people who realize that, you know, their lives are not getting better, and that is something that no amount of hand wringing or making them feel bad or endorsements matter. I think what really does matter is, you know, when Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are talking about free speech as a privilege, like it's a driver's license, instead of what it really is, a guaranteed First Amendment right for all Americans. When it was exposed that the Democrats did work, the Biden-Harris administration did work with Zuckerberg at Facebook and with Twitter to silence Americans who disagreed with the government narrative and went against it, who ended up being right. American people are smarter than that. And they're going to vote for their pocketbook, but more importantly, they're going to vote against this nonsense. I mean, she wouldn't even come out. Kamala, to her detriment. I mean, she was thrown in at the last minute. She'd never run for anything for a federal election. She didn't know what it was like. In California, you can go with that kind of crazy lunacy, but you can't do it in the rest of for the rest of America. I've said famously, you know, that famously, listen to me.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Democrats would vote for I said Democrats would vote for a bowl of poop if it had a D next to it in California. But the rest of the country, they just weren't buying it anymore. And even Hispanics, you know, even Hispanics are like, who you know, like they don't want to, who came over here legally, they don't want to have people who just an open border and they don't know who's coming in. And these are the people having to deal with the real. They're not like not living in a gated community like Jimmy Kimmel or Oprah or these other, or Bruce Springsteen. They're living and having to deal with the real world consequences of democratic policies, and Americans have rejected it, and rejected it soundly.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.